Okay, I hope you guys did the prayer before this technical issue. Okay, let's start with 12th chapter. Arjunuvacha evam satata ye bhaktastam paripasate ye chapakshara vyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamam. Shri Bhagavanuvacha मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्योपेतास् ते मे युक्ततमा मतात् ये त्वक्षरम् अनिर्देशम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थम् अचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियम् इन्द्रियं ग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धये ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रतः क्लेशोत्कटरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तसक्तचेतसम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवर्तिर्वाप्यते ये तु धर्माणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरपर्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसा मय्येव मन आदस्त्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवर्षिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशय अथ चित्तं समादातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरा अभ्यासेन योगेन ततो मामें चान्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अतएतप्यशक्तोषि मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलं त्यागं तथा कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानाभ्यासः ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्त्यागस्त्यान्तिर्निरन्तरम् अद्वेष्टः सर्वभूतानां मित्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरङ्कारः समदुःखसुखशमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितर्मनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकानो द्विजते च यः हर्षमर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनः गतव्यः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न विश्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान्यः स मे प्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयो शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्द्रास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्ट येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थितर्मतिर्भक्तिमां ये प्रियो नरः येति धर्मामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानं मत्परमा भक्तास्तेति मे प्रिय। ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे भक्तियोगो नाम द्वादशः। Okay, so we got to study a little bit. So we are on chapter number 7, right? So far we got to know that God is giving us some kind of knowledge in this chapter, which is, He made sure that we understand how rare people get this knowledge. So that's one thing, that it's very rare, and it's knowledge as well as wisdom. So He's giving us both, and then it is very rare, as well as He started talking about what is this universe, what is it made of, right? He also mentioned that there are two different nature of His. One is higher, one is lower nature. right? So material nature is the lower nature, and higher nature is all the living beings, right? So those he talked about, and we actually covered a lot detail in what is higher nature, what is lower nature, what is material nature. The Vedantic example of his is that a spider makes the web, like how is universe created. So it is compared to the spider who makes the web. So web comes out from the spider, right, inside the spider. So material cause is the spider, and intellectual cause of making the web is that web that comes out of it. So material and intellectual cause, both are in the spider. So so we compare as God making the universe is same as spider making the web out of that, right? So we talk about that. Then we talk about three different understanding of God, right? So we have personal God, which is what we're going to be talking all through this whole chapter. Personal God and cosmal God. So those are the two big things we're going to talk about it in all these chapters, right? So now we are talking about the personal God, which is which we and the God are two separate things. This God is like person who created the world, miracles happens, all these things that happens in this world is by this God who is omnipresent, all those qualities that this superpower has, right? So that person is different. We here are different individual, right? So created by him, but we are different individual from that superpower, because he's superpower. He's somebody who has everything, that unlimited power, and we are powerless, right? So that's the one thing. So we have the personal God who is separate from us. That's the one way of understanding God. The second way of understanding God was that he is whole, we are part of it, right? So that second way of understanding was cosmic God. So cosmic God is the entire thing all together is God, and we are part of it. We are tiny part of it, right? So that is, everything is God. That's the second part of understanding God. So we talk about that the dream and the pot, all like the pot is made of clay. All through the pot is clay. There is nothing else than clay when we talk about the pot. So everything that is in this universe is God, right? As we talk about dream and the mind, so everything in the dream is nothing else than dreaming mind, right? Same way, everything in this universe is nothing else than God. So that was the second part of God we talk about. Then the third thing we say that God is only, there is nothing else, right? So the third part is that it's not the part, it's not that we are separate, or the God is a whole, we are the part of it. It says that everything is God, right? Not everything is God, like God is alone. So alone is God, nothing else is there. So that's the third part, right? So we talk about that Brahman is there. I cannot stick that, I don't know. Okay, thank you. So everything is Brahman, right? So that's the third part, third understanding of God. So there is God alone is, right? So nothing else is there, only God is there. So only Brahman is there. So those were the three different kind of understanding we have it. You will see more and more we're going to talk about personal God and cosmic God in these chapters, right? So keep your mind into, always think about it in three different levels, right? So whenever we talk about it, so everybody takes God differently, right? And it's no right and wrong answer in this. Everything you can however you get connected, whichever way you can get connected. That's, connection is important, right? A connection with God is important, but what kind of God that you want to connect it, it's up to you. You don't have to follow a one way. Like if you want, like a personal God is the one that gives me, that inspires me, that like that makes me move forward and stuff like that, then personal God is your God, right? Cosmic God is the one, then that's what it is. Like he's the whole, I'm the part of it, and everything is part of it, right? So that's the third one. And the third way we talk about is God alone is, there is nothing else. Brahman is, everything is Brahman, right? So if you can go to that level, then we go to that level. So it's again, whenever we talk about in these chapters, keep all these three concepts in mind, right? So we have done so far until 7th shlok, right? So we are on 8th. So let's start from shlok number 8, chapter 7. Okay. So now from 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. This is all quick shloks. So let's try if we can do all today. But it's very quick, so you will understand. It has the same concept all through these 5 shloks. So we can, quickly do that. So let's start with shlok 8. You want to take that, Raja? Sure.
Rasoham apsukonteya.
Rasoham apsukonteya.
Prabhasmi sasi suryayo.
Prabhasmi sashi suryayo.
Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Pranava sarva vedeshu.
Sabda ke purusham nushu.
Shabda ke purusham nushu. All together. Rasaham konteya. Prabhasmi shashi suryayo. Pranavah sarva vedeshu. Shabdah ke me purusham nushu. We have to say the ha part. We don't say that, and that's wrong.
The only people that say it are Swati people.
So ha karni ka hai. You have to do that. That's the word. Shabdah. It's not shabd. It's shabdah. That's it. Okay. Anyway. So with this shlok, can I see you guys? I feel like I'm teaching to the pictures. Okay. You have the notebook and everything, Raja? Okay, awesome. Okay. So let's first start with the meaning. Raso is the taste. Ras is couple different ways you explain. Ras is also way of life, like all these ras that we have in life, all the taste of life, right? So ras means taste. Aham, again I. Utsu means in water. It's Utsu. Konteya is son of Kunti. Prabha is the light. Asmin again I am. Sashi, Surya. Sashi means Chandrama means moon, and Surya means sun. Pranava means the 3 letters Om. Om is 3-letter word, right? A-U-M. So 3-letter word Om is Pranava. Sarva is always, you will see a lot of sarva in here, in all. Sarva means everything, all. Vedeshu means in Ved, he is talking about Ved, and Asu means Ved, inside Ved. Shabda means word, sound vibration. He is talking about not just a word, but the vibration that we have, sound vibration. K is in the ether. Purusham means the ability for human being to do things, like ability of human. Nushu means in man, right? So if we put it together, it says, O I am, O son of Kunti, sapidity of water, the taste of water, right? Then radiance of sun and moon. I am the sacred symbol Om. Or in all the Vedas, the sound in ether and the virility in men. Now what he's trying to say here, right? One, we already took, we see the universe, right? What are the things, how we come in contact with the universe? What makes us come in contact with the universe as a different individual, human being? What are the things that makes us in contact? What does the transaction mean that we do between universe and us? How do we do the transaction with universe? An individual person, how do we do transactions? It's a simple question. Don't think too deep. It's not a deep question. It's very superficial. How do I come in contact with universe? What do you do?
Like nature?
Yeah, how do you come in contact with the nature? How? Using your five senses. Yeah, simple, right? You use your eyes to see, you use your ears to hear, you use your smell, nose, you use your taste to taste, you touch, right? So all these things, that's how you do the transaction with the universe, right? If I don't have all these things, will I do any transaction with the world? There is no transaction with the world, no universe, right? As an individual, I use these five senses, right? Then the second layer comes, which is mind and intellect and all those things. But the first layer that we come in contact with universe is our five senses, right? So these five senses, when we come in contact with that, so God is saying, I'm the taste in water, right? Now, if you take just a simple meaning, He's the taste of the water. Now you will say, where is the taste in the water, right? Is there a taste in water? We put all those, other flavors to make the water tasteful. Otherwise, water doesn't have a taste, right? Water mixed into anything that creates the taste, but water itself doesn't create the taste. But here is a little deeper meaning than what he's saying. So first understand that what he's saying, I am the taste of the water. I am the sun, I am the light of sun and moon, right? The radiance of sun and moon. Then he says, I am that Om. Om is 3-letter words, right? A-U-M, A-U-M, right? That's Om. I don't know, did I do a class on Om, the 3 letters, what it represents and everything? We did, right? The sleeping, deep sleep and all those things, right? Okay, so the Om word, which is the when the Om, the entire Om is the word that explain the whole universe, right? So the word, the sound vibration that comes from Om, that's what God is saying, I am, right? And then he says that all the capability, he says the sound is I am, the capability in all the human beings, if whatever we can do, right? The capability that we have, that's me, right? So now, so far, in earlier chapter, we heard about, okay, he is the existence, he is the Brahman, he is the existence. So he could have said like, I am the existence in everything and be done with him. But we don't understand that way, right? Because we have all these 5 senses and we do the transaction with the world, what happens? We want to understand why are we different. We got understanding why are we similar, like everybody has existence in them. That's why we are there, right? I am existent, that's why I can see the world, right? You are existent and the world exists, that's why I can experience the world, right? So existence is the commonality of everything that we are seeing, we are touching, that's the existence, right? So everything is common, common in everything is existence, right? But what makes us different, right? So now God is explaining what is the difference, what is the uniqueness of all these things that we see, all the things that are around us. So what is the uniqueness of it? So now we see that he made us understand very beautifully in this. So water is different from earth, fire, space. So we talk about five 5 elements, right? To initial it, he talks about those 5 elements, and then he added 3 more things. That is his lower nature, right? 5 elements. Can anybody name the 5 elements for me? Alia, do you know the 5 elements? What are the 5 elements?
Water.
Water.
Fire.
Fire, you're right. What are the other ones? Water, fire,
Like air.
air, yes. Then the other 2 are a little difficult. So then space, earth. So these are the 5 elements that he mentioned, right? And then he added 3 more. If you guys remember, this is just a quick quiz. What were the 3 others? So he talked about 8 of them are his lower nature, right? And then existence is his higher nature. So what were the 3 other? Mind,
Intellect.
mind, ego, and intellect. Good job. Good job, guys. So he is talking about this lower nature, right? Now think about that. He is saying that I am the taste in the water, right? And then he says I am the vibration of the sound, the word Om that comes out. So Om has the entire word, entire alphabets. Like whatever you say, it either is a, u, or So either you open your mouth, u, so you round it, or you say So this 3 word is the whole entire words in the universe. These 3 things that you use, right? So he's saying that I am the Om, the sound of the Om, right? And then he says I am the light of sun and moon. So he talks about that. Now when we talk about these 5 things, let's not about, this is the second layer, right? So I'm just gonna right now talk about the first layer, the first element, right? And so if you look at it, this is different than this is different than this is different than this, and this is there. So what are the unique quality of this? So if you look at it, like everything is different, right? In human being, everything, animals are different than human. You are different than me. Somebody else is different than me. So everybody has a unique characteristic. So the common character we know, it's existence, right? Everybody has existence. But this unique character we don't know, right? So now let's talk about it. So Krishna says here that 5 elements that are in cosmology, these 5 elements. So if we experience the world, we do taste, touch, we hear, we see, and we talk, right? The sound, right? Unique material. So if we look at the fire, with the fire, we see the forms. So what is fire? Fire is form. We see form with the fire element, right? We taste everything with water, right? If we don't have saliva, if the person who doesn't have saliva will not have any taste in his mouth. So the taste, the water that's in us gives us the taste, right? So that's why he talk about water as a taste. It's one of the sense organ that he's talking about, right? The earth gives the smell. The uniqueness of the smell comes out of the earth. The space gives the vibration of the sound, right? So the sound comes out the space, right? And the air is touch, right? So these 5 elements are connected to all our 5 sense organs, right? Now it is little bit complicated. So because what happens is the fire is not only giving the form. Let me give you one more formula here. So that's going to give you a better idea on this. It starts with space. I forgot about that. Space. Space is least complicated. It only gives the sound. So all the words that you hear, it's the space, it's the space that gives the sound, right? Then comes air. Air gives sound and touch. Because space is already there, then air is generated and it gives, the sound is already there, it gives the touch. Then comes the fire, which gives form, sound and touch. Then comes water, that gives form, what I'm writing, form, sound, touch, and then taste. And the last is earth, which has everything: form, sound, touch, taste, and smell. So the most complicated is earth and most simple is space. So that's how the elements came one after another. That's what our Vedas says. But that's how he's explaining one by one, saying that he is the taste in the water, right? He is the space, which he's talking about the sound, Om, right? So that's Om. And then he talks about the sun and the moon that has the radiance, the fire in it. So I'm the radiance of sun and moon. You got that part? So that's how he is explaining us with this shlok, that these 5 elements, these 5 sense organs or sense pleasure that we got is out of these 5 elements. And I am the one, I'm the the material cause as well as the intellectual cause of these 5 sense organs. You got that point? So it is a little bit deeper. It's not just water for the taste and the light for the sun, but he is explaining how these 5 elements also come and where he is in these 5 elements. And now we are talking about the cosmic God here, right? The personal God or cosmic God here. So he is explaining that he is not just the existence, but his lower nature, which are these, are giving us all the sense organs. Got the point? Right? Yes, no, maybe, a little bit, right? So, in the universe, the background, if you look at it, the entire universe, the background is what he is explaining, that I am that, right? So, you got it, this one? So, it is, he is the one who is making it all possible. That's what he is trying to say, right? So, let's take the shlok number 9. Reha, you want to take that, beta?
Sure.
Okay.
Punyo gandha prithivyam cha
Punyo gandha prathivyam cha
tejaschashmi vibhavasa
Tejaschashmi vibhavaso
Jivanam sarvabhuteshu
Jivanam sarvabhuteshu
Tapaschashmi tapavishu
Tapaschashmi tapashvashu. All together. Punyo gandha prathivyam cha Tejaschashmi vibhavaso Jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschashmi tapashvashu. Okay. So here he is saying, so punya, let's say punya means pure or original, right? Gandha means fragrance, the smell, the gandh that comes. Prithvya, anybody can tell me with their own knowledge what would be Prithvi? Anybody remember? Prithvi? Shani, you know Prithvi? Earth.
Earth, yeah.
Earth. Then cha means and all also, you can say and or also. Tejasvi, tej means the heat, the radiance, right? Tej. Chashmin, cha, and then he says asmin, means that I am. Asmin is I am. Vibhavaso means in the fire, inside the fire. Jivanam means life. Sarva again, everything. Bhuteshu means all living ability or all living being. Tapasvi is the tap is the penance, and tapasvi is the person who does the penance, right? And then I am. So I am that penance. So what he is saying, I am the pure order in the earth. So all the pure order, that is, order means fragrance, that is there, that I am on the earth. Brightness in the fire. So again the tejas, the brightness in the fire. I am. Life in all the living being. He is saying existence in all the living beings, that I am. And austerity in all the aesthetics. I am. So the purity and the best manifestation, whatever it is, all I am. Now you will say all the pure things are God. What about all impure things, or all good things are God? Then what about the bad things? The world is made up of good and bad both, right? So what about the bad things? So in Vedanta it says that when God made or created the earth, everything was good he created, right? Everything that was good, that he created. What bad brought in is our role, which brings all the sins, right? So us as person who got the intellect to think, that is brought all the bad things, right? Now we can take an example like how all the bad things are brought by us, the individual, right? God gave us all the good things. So if you look at the Prakriti, everything is good that God created. Like look at the flowers, look at the the river, all the natural thing. If you look at them, like they are all good, right? That's what God brought up. Then all the bad things came with us. How it is? One example is good example. So when a person is enlightened, right, he doesn't see bad, he only see good things, right? The earth is there, but they only see the good things. So they only see the manifestation of what God created it, like how we changed it, how we made the difference. So if you look at our what do you say, think about it, like in the next slok we'll explain more about how to differentiate good and bad. But in this slok, if you just think about it, that when we condition, right, all these things that we like or dislike, that is condition of ours. There is two things that every living being on this earth worries about. One is how to get the thing that I like, right, that I need or I want, need and want both, right? How can I get that? And the second worry is what I got, how to protect it. So there are only two things that everybody, so our conditioning, our individual conditioning are based on these two things. How can I get things that I like, and how can I protect those things that I got, right? In that whole thing, everything happens. right? And the rag and dvesh that we talk about, and I think in next couple shloks he is going to talk about it. But all the rag dvesh means likes, dislike, jealousy, the I need the power kind of thing. All these things happens with our likes and dislikes, with our and then our mind is conditional according to those things, right? And then our mind only works to either get the things that I like or to protect the things that we have. So now in that case, anything that I have to do, I will do it, right? So if I do bad things, then I will do those bad things, right? If I become evil, then I will become evil to do those bad things. So those things are our own individual conditioning, and that brings the bad in the world, right? God did not create it bad. We as an individual people who conditional our mind based on desires and rag and dvesh, that things brought bad in the universe, right? So just to a thoughtful process. So all the wrong perspective are brought by us in the world. All the good perspective was created by God, right? So that's what he's saying. So now in this shlok he talks about that all these he talks about the radiance in the thing, the smell of the earth. So he talks about the earth, the radiance, the fire. So he talk about the space and water in last shlok. Now he talk about earth and fire in this shlok. So he is bringing like all the elements together and say he is the element cause, material cause of all these elements that we are working on, right? That we are made up of. All this universe is made up of, right? Okay, let's do this next shlok. Shlok number 10. Okay, Alia, you want to take that, Raja?
Sure. Vijamam sarvabhutanam.
Vijamam sarvabhutanam.
Vidhi partha santananam.
Vidhi partha sanatanam.
Buddhir buddhimatamasmi.
Buddhir buddhimatamasmi.
Tejas tejasvinam aham.
Very tejas tejasvinam vaham. Very nice. Together. Bijam mam sarvabhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmin tejas tejasvidamaham. Very nice. Okay, so here couple words, right? Bij is the seed, right? Seed is bij. Mam, me. Sarva, again all. Bhutani, all living being. I think probably by end of these 4 or 5 shlok you will know at least these 4 words. Mam, Sarva, Bhuta, all these words are, you will understand this. Vidhi is try to understand. Anything that you try to understand is Vidhi. Partha, again Partha is for Arjun. Sanatanam is original, like which is eternal and original. Buddhi again you guys all know. Buddhi is intelligence. Buddhi matam means the person who is intelligent, like of the intelligence. Then again Asmin also you guys all know now. I am. Asmin is always I am. Tejas is the brilliance, right? Tejasvanam, the person with the brilliance or the power, right? The power of it. Aham again, I am, right? So here what he is saying, now know me, O Partha, that I am that eternal seed of all living beings. I am the intelligence of the intellect. I am glory of the glorious, right? I am that person. So now he is covering three things, that he is the seed of the entire living organism, right? Seed is like, origin of the universe, like seed. Everything is in the seed form. So he is that. Then he is talking about he is the intelligence of the intellect person, right? So he is the intelligence, and then he is the glory of the glorious person. Now, very simple to say. First of all, he is putting himself as a origin seed, like you can see everything a seed has. Like if you see a tiny seed, or if you think about the plant, the whole entire plant is in that seed, right? The leaves are in that seed, the stem is in that seed, the fruits are in that seed, the flowers are in that seed, in the tiny seeds, right? Manifested differently than one we see. Can we even believe that this tiny seed can give such a big tree? No, right? It's very, like, that seed has everything in it. It comes out, the plant comes out of that seed, the entire plant. The entire human being comes out that small, the whole chicken came out of that small egg, right? So that we cannot see that, oh, okay, that whole chicken is in this egg. It's very, it's very, amazed to believe that, right? The whole small seed of, like, that pulses that we eat, small seed of pulse or gehu can make such a big not plant, but you can say herb and shrub out of that small seed, right? So God is saying that I am that small seed, right? And then he is saying that I am the buddhi in all, like our intellect is God. Then he's saying I'm that power in all the individual, right? The glory in this glorious, whenever we see that. So he's talking about then the next step of it, right? So we talk about all these 5 elements. Now he's talking about the mind, intellect, and ego, right? So he's covering those ones, that he is the one, right? Okay. So let's go to now slok number 10. Nanu, you want to take that?
Do you mean 11? We just did 10.
Oh yeah, sorry, 11, yes.
Balam balavatam chaham
Balam balavatam chaham
kama raga vivarjitam
kama raga vivarjitam
dharma viruddha bhuteshu
dharma viruddho bhuteshu
kamosmi bharatarsabha.
kamosmi bharatarshabha. All together. Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshabha. Okay. Now in this slok he is coming to the point where he is going to talk about what is he and what is he not, right? So it's a very good slok to understand this whole, like all these 4-5 slok, like group of these 4-5 sloks, he is going to talk about this, what he is not in this one too. So balam is the strength, strong. Balavata, the person who is strong. Chaha, cha, aham, it's separate. So cha is also aham, I am. Kama raga vivarjitam. Kama means again passion, raga is attachment, vivarjitam is devoid of. Then dharma virodha. Dharma virodha means not it's dharma avirodha, means not against the dharma, not against the your duty or religion, or however you want to put it together. Then bhuteshu, in all living beings. Now you know, bhuteshu meaning. Kama, this is passion. Asmin, I am. Bharata Sharp means the Lord of Bharata means Arjun, right? Or the what do you say? King of Bharata. King of Bharata means Arjun, right? So you got that. So if you put together again what he is trying to say, I am the strength of the strong person, right? So I am the strength what strong person has it, which is free from passion and desire. Arjun, I am the passion in the people, and that passion of the people is not conflict to one's duty and dharma, right? So now he is putting a boundary in it. So all these things he said, but now he is trying to say that I am the strong strength in the person who is strong, right? Then I am the passion, free from passion and desire, right? So he put a clause in this one. So he said that I am the strength. But what he is saying, which is free from desire and attachment, right? So he is talking about I am the strength, but not with the person who has desire and attachment. So I'm not the strength of that person. People use their power. It's a very, very nice look for us to understand, because people use their power for desire and attachment. And he's saying, I'm not that power. Okay, don't think that I'm the power of that politician, or I am the power of that person who wants to be a king, or who wants to control everything. I'm not that power. So don't think that I'm that kind of power that has desire and attachment. So he's trying to make it very clear. He's the power who use it for the right reason, right? Not use it for him to fulfill his desire or fulfill his attachment. I'm not that power of it, right? Then he talks about I'm the passion of, I'm the strength of this. So one thing that, when the desires and attachment comes, what happens? Rag and Dvesh came. Rag and Dvesh means likes and dislikes comes, right? And when the likes and dislikes comes, what happened to us? Like we start working as the sansar created, and we start getting all those qualities also that we that makes this world little bit like all the bad qualities come, because the desire brings all these qualities for us to go towards it with a wrong reason, right? So that's what happens. So he's talking about not that rag desh. He's saying don't do that. Calm rag desh, that's not the strength is all about. The power is affected by, I was talking about that before, like individual conditioning that we got, the conditioning we did, the tendencies that we built. He's saying, I'm not that. So that's your own. That's what you are building by yourself. I did not give you that. I just gave you the power. You got it? I gave you the intellect. Now, how to use it? It's your, right? The car came with all the, steerings, brakes, fuel tank, power. So everything car came up with, right? The power is there. Now, a driver drives it with furiously. He drives very fast, and he get into an accident. That's his problem, right? But car, when it came into our house, it came beautiful, right? A wonderful car came in, right? It came in with, it was clean, it was really nice, and you can drive it nicely, or you can drive it however you want to do it, right? Now it's up to you, right? You came up with this conditioning and say, now I have this strength. God gave me this intellect Now I don't want to use this intellect. I just want to not do my homework, not do my things to study. I just want to waste it. Then it's, you have the power. You made the decision not to use it, right? God gave me strength, but I'm going to use it for my attachment. Oh, I need to do this because I want this, right? I got the strength, but I have a desire to rule the kingdom. Then I will have that desire. Then I will do anything bad, anything to get to that place, right? I want to the one person that I have the authority of everything. Nobody should have an authority. Then I have that desire, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do anything or everything to get to that point, right? I will do bad things. I will do certain things that is not right, but I will still do it because I'm attached. I have a desire, right? And desire is good. I could have a desire to do something good. Desire is not always bad. Remember that. I'm not saying that don't have any desire. That's not what I'm saying. But desire to have something material or something to do the power which makes you a bad person, or which makes you behave bad, or which makes you hurt anybody, then that desire is not the right desire, right? So that's what he's saying. Now he's also saying that what was it? He said that I am the strength of the strong, free from passion and desire. Then he says, I am the passion of the people, who is not conflict with dharma and right? Yeah, dharma and duty. Okay. So he's saying that now the passion here is used as I am that passion. I am that passion who is not running away from that duties, right? So you have the passion, but like I have a passion to have lot of friends, right? Let's say. Then what happens, like my passion is to have lot of friends, but then what I'm doing is I'm not doing my responsibility towards them. Then that passion is not God, right? So God is saying I'm the passion that doesn't conflict with your dharma, your responsibility, your things that you're responsible to do. So I'm not that kind of passion. I'm the passion other than if it conflicts with dharma, right? I got that. So the passion, like how I was saying, there is a good desire too, right? Not all desires are bad desires. There are good passion too. He's saying have a passion, but not that doesn't make you do your duties. So I'm that passion who goes hand in hand with your dharma, your duties. Right? Got it? So that's what he's saying, that I'm not that person. I'm not that. That is created by your own conditioning. Right? Okay. Let's do the 12th and see if we can finish these. Okay. 12th. Reha, you want to read that 12th?
Sure.
Sorry,
Sorry, my computer shut off, so I have to get everything back again.
Huh? 10:10 over? Oh, really? Is it 10:10? Huh? Okay. How about we will do that next week, Raja Ranade? We'll do that next week. Okay, we will start with 12. Okay. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsha Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. स्वाध्याय जाना ना राजा, 10 बज गई है, तो we'll see it next week. Okay, bye राजा.